Exactly.
Welcome.
You guys could all slide.
Hi. Here are the comments, AJ.
Okay. None.
There are no views and no comments.
Nobody's watching. No one cares.
That's correct.
I'll put on my cell phone and watch nice comments.
All right.
Oh, I get to sit right in front.
So this is a dog and pony. We are this is the Rabble cast. We are the Rabble strain.
We're the undesirables.
Nice.
We're the occasional bits. of random
We're the
encounters.
casual.
I was gonna say
We're
the background ponies.
Yes.
We're the casual encounters. You see, AJ and Peter, they're the random encounters, and we're the casual.
Well,
Casual.
I've had.
Intriguing.
This has already been a train wreck. Not even 5 minutes.
Beautiful. Well done, sir.
This is why I never.
Should
Okay,
we?
so yeah, you guys should probably introduce yourselves.
Yeah, we should probably.
All right, so you
Yeah.
go first, I guess.
Should I
first?
Well, I guess because I have seniority here a little bit.
Well, technically, Mike does.
Well,
If we're talking age-wise.
I assume we're not talking age-wise. I assume we're talking about when you
Production-wise.
became part of the channel, basically.
Yeah.
all right.
Don't throw my age out there like that, bro.
Hi everyone, I'm David King. You might know me from such things as Super Monkey Ball, Tetris, the Tetris song, both the Eevee song and Pokemon University. There's been a few other things. I was Scarecrow in Arkham Asylum. I've been an extra in various other things, and yeah, I'm just here sitting in front of this camera because AJ and Peter were like, hey, we're gonna do another stream, so do it. So I said, okay, someone's got to be the charm and charisma here. So
Oh, wow. Just throwing that out there.
Well, at least he's
Yeah,
claiming
sure.
it, so that means we don't have as much work to do.
you guys can.
We're the B team. We're the T team. He's the B team. We're the C team.
All
A
right.
team, B team, C team. Anyway,
Q team.
this handsome gentleman, introduce yourself.
I'm Jordan.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
Jordan.
I'm lying. Jordan.
He's Jordan.
Is Jordan.
You may know me as the guy from the Eevee video who was just in the middle of the bar, just throw a bottle at Dodger. Or you might know me as Pokemon trainer in Pokemon University. Is that really all I've been in? Oh, also, I was the CIA agent person in the Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you were in Wind Waker, right?
Yes, I was the
'Cause that
pirate
was-
in Wind
I was
Waker.
going to say, you
I
were
completely
dominant.
forgot about that.
Yeah, you were
And you were
Nico or
I was
not?
Beetle. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
right.
was Nico the pirate.
Hi. Oh.
And this is why we can't have these things.
No.
All because of Beetle.
Thank you. I'm sorry. And then
We have Michael Ledoux out in the corner.
Hopefully not on screen. Oh, I'll tell you.
He's going to be the nameless man.
Are you still? Yeah,
face
you're
the
barely.
man.
Your elbow is on screen. How did you achieve that?
get over here.
Get over here,
Get
you
over here.
big lump.
Am I in now? That looks like that'll probably be a lot better.
Hi, I'm Michael. I was in that one thing and another thing.
With the video and the thing.
Yeah, with the video, I was
You were
Dr.
God.
Eggman in the Knuckles rap video. Got tricked by the Eggman, and then I was also Godzilla in the Godzilla musical. Which I think the name changed after it was originally going to be called that, but you know that one.
Godzilla's opera.
Yeah, Godzilla's
What
like
is
That's
that?
Godzilla,
something like that.
and that was fun. And I'm here now with y'all
Yeah.
wearing a cape.
Yeah.
Oh, I left my cape.
How can you leave your cape?
I'm sorry.
How can you be the crepe crusader without a crepe?
It's okay,
A
man.
crepe.
A crepe.
A French pastry.
Crepe crusader.
I like it. The Crepe Crusaders.
The crepe crusader.
All right. So we're gonna look for some questions here.
Oh.
You got
You guys
questions?
have
There
any
are, well, for one, are people watching this?
There are people watching it.
Oh my God!
I don't have any questions yet, though. So
Yay!
We are starting late.
All right.
Should I ask questions?
You can ask questions.
No, I have questions. I got lots of questions.
Okay.
What was your all's favorite video to be in, and why?
Ooh.
Shall I? That's really hard because I've been in so many and they're all so much fun to do. I think for me it's a toss-up between the Arkham Rock Opera and Pokemon University. Both of those were a ton of fun to shoot. It was a lot of fun getting to be involved in those projects, and like the scope of them was pretty significant. I mean, the first real major one I could think of, like a close second to both of those, would be probably the Eevee song. But there's been so many. It's really close tie between those two. I mean, what other musical is gonna let me be my favorite Batman villain, you know?
Got me there.
So
It's true.
yeah.
This is true.
What about
Jordan,
you?
did I spell your name wrong?
Ooh.
Are you actually Jordan or are you Jordin?
I'm Jordin.
With an IN.
An IN.
I just
Sorry.
Just so everybody knows, there's a mysterious hidden AJ on the floor somewhere around here.
He is wearing his cape.
here.
He's wearing his cape.
his cape. You could all.
It's
That's
important
where
to
your cape went.
No, he's different
AJ's still my cape.
Oh no, that's a different.
No,
cape.
yeah,
Okay.
I have a Batman cape. It seems that it like plays Batman music, and it's amazing.
It is pretty amazing.
What was your favorite musical and why?
I'm gonna have to go first musical I was in, the Eevee song, because it introduced me to Random Encounters as a whole, and well, obviously I was watching before that, but to actually work on something like that, it was so amazing and fun, and just the whole day was just a blast, and it was just it was something that I never even dreamed of, to be on a production that large.
Was that the first time we met too? Like,
Yeah,
I think
it
we
was.
on set.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Jordan is like one of our special encounters because now he's like such a part of the team.
Yeah.
But it's so funny that like he was somebody just from Facebook who liked our page and our videos and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
you could be one too.
Oh my.
True story.
Michael,
Keep your fingers
Oh.
crossed. What about you?
Oh, now you gotta make me answer the tough questions.
Yes.
I can answer this without any hard problem. The Godzilla one, because I got to be Godzilla and I got to destroy buildings. I mean, you know, I really wanted to steal the Eggman's beard thing because that was that whole setup with the glasses and the nose and the little mustache was great. But being able to destroy things, that's always my favorite thing to do.
Definitely.
Cool. So we did have a question already
Okay.
from Victoria, one of
Victoria.
our fans, who wants to know if you guys are bronies. Anybody here watch My Little Pony?
I am not. I am sad to say I'm not. I've watched a couple episodes, and I'm just gonna say it's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. I totally understand that. If you guys have seen some of the extra stuff, you know I've been dressed as Discord before. So yes, I would say a casual brony. I'm not like a massive fan of the show, but I like it for what it is because it's a good show written for everybody.
What are you doing here?
Peter's doing my job now. So, so now I'm just going to be this.
All right, fair enough. So it's just gonna lurk behind us the whole time. Yeah. So essentially, yeah, I like it for what it is, and it's a fairly clever show. With the writers clearly have like more people than just their target audience in mind when they're writing it. So I appreciate it, and I've made a lot of friends through that particular fandom. So I mean, there you go. So yes, I am broken.
Have you guys ever seen it?
I'm a brony supporter. I've watched My Little Pony episodes here and there. I have one of my best friends whose wedding I officiated last year is a major brony.
Nice.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Do you know the names of the ponies?
A few of them.
What names do you know?
Shutterfly, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash.
Did you go on Shutterfly?
Did I? Who knows?
She killed the name.
That's a good idea. Now that's a great mashup. I like this idea.
Somebody
It's probably somewhere.
Photographer pony, Shutterfly. I'm sure that's been out. I'm sure that's out there somewhere.
It's somewhere. It has to be somewhere.
That was close enough, and you did get Pinkie Pie. So
Yeah,
very cool.
Rainbow Dash.
Very cool.
See that one's Twinkles, and that one's Batman, and that one.
Marshmallow Boink.
I'm pretty sure that
and her
one's
older
Wumbo.
sister and her older sister Draconian Marshmallow Boink.
Nice.
Pretty
And
good.
Twilight Sparkle is up there somewhere?
You're right. That's a legit.
Isn't that one Twilight Sparkle?
I don't know. You're asking hard questions. Can't we ask something like easy, like the square root of a number?
A Q.
What do you guys watch? If you don't watch My Little Pony, what cartoon do you watch instead?
I don't watch as many cartoons as I used to. I mean, I guess I'm catching up with Adventure Time now. Adventure Time's a lot of fun. I do like that.
It's gone really good lately. Like the story arcs have been really,
Oh
in
yeah.
my opinion, like with Finn meeting. Spoiler alert, just in case anyone hasn't seen this, but with Finn meeting his father and all, and his arm just ripping off.
Thanks for ruining it.
You're welcome.
Wow, now I don't have to watch the
Spoiler
series.
alert.
Well, I'm
That's right.
standing here. I can't. Or sitting here. I
I'm
can't just walk away.
only in like the second season.
Oh! You should have told me.
You just did. I just started watching it.
It's okay. It's fine.
I got Game of Thrones. I got some cool spoilers this time. Okay, you ready?
You know,
Game of Thrones,
the
okay.
blue wedding,
Red wedding.
Jingle
Red
hooks.
wedding. Jingle Spoilers or cautionary thing. If Filch from Harry Potter invites you to a wedding, don't go.
Yeah,
Just say
I've
don't
never
go.
even.
Don't go.
I stopped watching Harry Potter after the third movie, so I don't.
See, this is fun now. This is really fun because now we're talking about our guilty things that we're so like ashamed of. Like we're
Also-
ashamed of his faces. He feels terrible.
Also, never seen the Lord of the Rings movie. Not one.
And he's not ashamed though.
I want to go. I want to see one.
I'm
I definitely do,
shining
but
There's 3 to watch.
I'm sure.
So we've got a couple of guilty things here on Jordan.
Yep.
What do you think, Dave?
Jordan.
What are you ashamed to admit about yourself as a geek?
Ashamed to admit about myself as a
Yes.
geek. What are your guilty pleasures?
Either pleasures or things you've never done.
Or
Maybe
things
they're not a
you've never
pleasure. That's a problem.
I haven't watched all of the Marvel movies that have led up to Avengers. I only just recently,
That's
literally within the last couple of weeks, saw Iron Man 1 for the first time.
oh wow.
And loved it. Don't get me wrong, loved it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It just, I was, before Avengers happened, I was more of I don't want to say DC guy, I was more of a Batman guy.
All right.
I'm not big on the expanded, universe of heroes, because to me it doesn't make much sense.
Oh.
And then I went and saw Avengers, and Avengers changed my mind. DC, I don't think, I personally don't like the Justice League that much. I don't think it works in that context. But for some reason, Avengers does. The Marvel Universe as a whole, I can accept. So now that I like Marvel as a whole, I will go and watch the rest of the Marvel movies and enjoy them for what they are, which is, really awesome sort of, and with the nice lead-ins and everything.
Yeah.
It was great, watching Iron Man and all this, and there's Coulson. And, at the time, no one knew who he was, but I'm like, Coulson. Not quite like that, but in my head.
Just literally, just in the movie.
I do that
I was
sometimes.
gonna say, Mikey.
Yeah.
We should know.
Speaking of
Hey,
Mikey,
Mikey.
what's your guilty pleasure or lack thereof?
Oh, I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Why is there all these hard questions? I didn't get a list in
I
advance.
know, I know.
When I go to interviews, I like the list.
It's like coming up with questions.
Wow, this is tough.
Yeah.
It's like a Craig Ferguson.
They're only gonna get harder from here.
Wow, guilty pleasures. I do. I'm just trying to think of what I can say.
Well, you already told us that you are a Brony supporter,
Yeah,
and you even know their name.
some of them. Some of the names I actually got right, and some of them I butchered.
Twinkle Bottom.
Twinkle Bottom, the horse. That's my favorite one. Yeah.
What? Twinkle Bottom.
Twinkle Bottom, the horse.
Sweet stuff.
I didn't know those were names.
I was gonna say, are we talking about strippers or ponies?
Oh, well, we're talking about bowl.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the internet, so
This is not what I'm hating. This is wow. This is inappropriate. No, I didn't mean it that way.
This is
So
so
inappropriate.
Well, I have to confess that you guys are talking about Adventure Time. I've never seen Adventure Time actually. I think I've seen an episode of it, but I don't follow it. So that's
It's
Doctor
on.
Who.
It's on.
That's Doctor Who.
I don't know.
I'm behind that Doctor Who, and I also barely watched any of Adventure Time.
I don't like Doctor Who. Do with that what you will.
That's okay.
I just said I hadn't seen it. So.
I was gonna say it's okay, Jordan. You don't have to we don't all have to like the same thing.
Okay.
I feel so accepted.
That's okay. I don't like Doctor Who either, and I haven't seen Adventure Time.
I like Doctor Who.
There you go.
I watched one episode and I couldn't get through it.
Alexis had a
That's
question
fun.
for you guys.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
Alexis.
do what you will with it. Question was, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Easy
Oh, it's easy, huh?
for me.
Okay.
Marowak.
That's a really strange Pokemon,
Right?
Pokemon.
Well, it's okay. I
It's
go.
not like one that the cartoons feature that prominently, or like is on the box of the game or anything.
Well, it's a lizard that wears skulls and throws bones at people. It's kind of awesome.
That is kind of
Say it
awesome. When you say it like that.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I'm like, oh, I want a Marowak too.
and I like Cubone. I like Cubone as well. But Marowak is like the Cubone that's gotten over it's been hardened. Marowak is basically Batman when you think about it. Like
Marowak is
Cubone is Bruce Wayne as a
Okay.
kid,
All right.
and then he grows up and he's Batman
I could see
fighting
that.
crime
I
with
can
his
see
mask and his gadgets. So
His gadgets being one
I'm more
button.
inclined to like ghost types. Like, as a whole, I like ghost type is my favorite type. My favorite type might be a good question, follow up for that too.
Okay.
But Marowak is my favorite Pokemon, hands down.
Okay.
Sure.
Me.
What's your Pokemon?
I'm gonna have to say Mudkip.
Mudkips.
That was from the first Pokemon game that I ever played. It
Okay.
was the first starter that I chose, and he's just so adorable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like a little fish bird blue thing. I mean, how could you not
You're
allow
like the
that?
most descriptive thing I've heard anybody explain it.
It's funny you say bird. It sounds like Freudian because like Bird played Mudkip in the Pokemon TV song.
Michael.
That's a hard question. I don't know. That's a hard question. I sort of remember playing the video games a long time ago, a bit. But I don't really know. That's a hard question.
Okay.
I never really had a favorite. Really.
I think your favorite is Mr. Mime, actually. Because you're really into, things that terrify Jordin. I think Mr. Mime has probably got to be the one.
Okay, then if that would terrify Jordin, then yes, yes.
Definitely a favorite Pokemon.
I got a favorite Pokemon now.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, here's one from Craig. All right, the question is, it's the most exciting announcement about E3 that you guys, what's coming up that you're interested in hearing more about?
Oh, no.
Anything?
Well, to be completely honest, I haven't been keeping tabs as well as I could be on the things that have been announced that are going to be shown at E3.
Sure.
I'm a Nintendo. I mean, if my shirt is any evidence here, I'm a Nintendo supporter. I mean, I like PC Master Race, but Nintendo, from my
We'll have to strangle some man.
just
Take that, you master.
you know who I support in the console wars. It's not a console, but anyway. No, I mean, like, I think at E3, I'm pretty excited to see. Is Valve doing anything with like the Steam box?
so.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, there's been that tease about the Half-Life 3 still. I don't know whether or not they're ready to.
It's knowing Half-Life 3, it's probably not. I mean, considering how much Watch Dogs is like pushed the bar on gaming, you guys see Valve going like, snap. Like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna
up this?
We gotta, because that's what they had. That's like the expectation with Half-Life, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But-
like Half-Life 3 next big thing.
Yeah. So I mean, because they have to find it. But I guess I'm actually really curious about the rumored Mario Maker. I'm a little. Yeah.
I haven't heard about
What is this magic?
So apparently, it's some sort of thing that they've designed that lets you build your own side-scrolling Super Mario Brothers levels.
Yeah.
I need this right now.
Yeah,
wow.
it sounds great.
I don't know how, as the bird pointed out, I don't know how we've gone for like 30 years now without this existing.
It's like
Right?
it takes two. It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is I love playing this game.
Yeah.
Meets Super Mario Brothers. It
I
sounds
can
great.
easily see that.
I'm
being
not
an
support
amazing
this idea.
thing.
Yeah,
I
they're
can
gonna
get
share
behind
like
this.
the whole Miiverse aspect or whatever, or the 3DS
Oh,
network.
yeah.
It's gonna be crazy how they're just gonna make it so you just play everybody's levels and you can set up everybody. Like, I just hope they add some sort of reward system for clearing other
Yeah,
people's levels
yeah.
to
That'd be
influence
so
you
cool.
to actually go challenge everybody else's
Yeah,
levels.
Exactly. So I feel like that could actually get old
Yeah.
maybe a little bit fast if you don't have rewards.
Yeah, but yeah, adding in like unlockables for like clearing enough levels. Or something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
maybe unlocking a new piece.
Yeah.
To put in a little.
I think they could really do a lot with it, and then the whole interconnectivity. Maybe it's like introduce like multiplayer, so you can like real time go through a stage with other players or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
so awesome.
I could see add
So-
a race mode or something.
So Mario Maker, I'm very curious about because there's not much that's been said about it. I think it was even leaked. It was
Yeah,
like
it's an
not even,
IGN picture I think that just like popped up. Or
because they're
something.
setting up for E3 even now over at Los Angeles Convention Center. So,
Mhm.
yeah. What about you
Yeah,
guys?
any company or anything that you.
I had one in my head, but I just forgot it. Talking about
Mario
Mario.
Maker sounded so awesome. It's like
The best.
The thing I'm most
The
looking forward to for E3, I'm gonna have to say is. Michael, you go ahead.
All right.
I'm looking forward to Michael.
So what I have to say is I haven't really been following much. What I'm really looking forward to is all the coverage that will be on the internet during and after, because I think that's where I'll actually learn a lot and be more entertained than leaking information. Because a lot of the information is always like leak this or that, and there's a lot of confusion. So I want the actual facts. Otherwise, it's not
Fast facts.
Yeah, the facts and as fast as possible, and yeah. And I want it now.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I just remembered what was my thing.
Okay.
Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain.
It
Okay.
was so amazing, and I played Ground Zeroes, and no matter what anyone says, that has been one of my favorite games of the year so far.
Okay.
Wow.
Even though it was short, I'm a big fan of the Metal Gear franchise.
Metal Gear.
Metal
Excited about
Gear.
that. The trailers they have are just so
Right?
intense.
It's
too,
just like,
man.
oh my god.
Yeah, it's like if movie trailers like put in that much work, like I think we would be really stoked to go to the cinema more.
Right.
Weren't they? Did I remember at E3? Didn't they have or some early trailers for that AJ at E3 last year? Where the
It was
Yeah,
like very
and they were so
early.
good.
But I just remember walking through it in the distance, hearing that trailer, going, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
that's like epic."
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so
It wasn't originally like top of the gear over at E3, right? Last year.
no, it was. It
No,
was.
by that point they had. I remember there was the whole conspiracy about like the bandaged up face at the press conference thing and stuff.
Yeah,
and, like,
it was like this
whether
whole
it was some
conspiracy.
new thing, and then it came out, that it was Metal Gear.
It's Big
By that
Boss,
point, they
Metal
did
Gear.
definitely have a trailer with him like on the horse and the seasons changing. And
Oh,
stuff
all
like
right,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, they did have all that exposed by then. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, question from Kiara. Are you anime fans? Anybody here watch some anime? David?
I like to say I'm a blanket statement anime fan. Isn't necessarily true. There are some anime that I do like a lot, and I will give most anime a chance. But there are certain tropes in anime that I just don't gel with that much. So I know oh, it's anime, so I immediately want to watch it. I know if something looks good, I'll enjoy it. So yeah, there's I like anime. I'm a big fan of One Piece, for example. I know it's gone on for like 10 plus years and has 700 plus chapters, but I don't care. I'm into it. I like it. You can tell the author has actually put thought into from the beginning about how the story was going to progress. So it feels more like an epic.
Now the real question is, have you read every single chapter?
I have.
Wow. Okay.
I have
Right.
read it from the
That
beginning.
is dedicated fan.
Mhm.
Boom.
Of course, I started reading it back when there was maybe only like 200 chapters. So
I don't have the attention span to get through something like that.
200.
Let's see, 1, 5, 7,
I screwed it up. Back to the beginning again.
50.
You guys read any anime?
Talked to me 2 years ago, I would have said a big anime fan.
Okay, what were you watching 2 years ago?
I was watching Fruit Basket,
Mm.
Naruto, Bleach,
Okay.
every kind of
I tried
mainstream
that once.
anime out
Tasty.
there.
Is that
Yeah.
inappropriate?
That is
Oh,
inappropriate.
My bad. Sorry.
well, it couldn't
Now,
have been as bad as Soul Eater.
now I definitely do watch some animes. Like I watch every once in a while, like what Netflix recommends me, because I really that's only my only way, because I'm too poor for Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
And
Is that
I've been
Crunchyroll?
I have really liked have really liked Attack on Titan. I've been watching that.
Peter's been watching
And
that. Peter can tell you a thing or two about Attack on Titan.
I heard you're gonna do a Attack on Titan video.
I may.
That you're gonna steal some
still
set
in the
pieces from
works.
me.
It's still in the works. I have to get my leg fixed first.
Why isn't your leg fixed yet?
Titans. The Titans got him.
The Titans
That's
got my leg.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Yeah, documentary.
The Titans got my leg!
Is that like Charlie bit my finger?
Sure, why not?
It's all in your finger. They're all kind of interconnected.
I'm scared.
Ouch,
Mikey, have you ever seen
Titan!
that?
Ah!
Mike, you got an anime?
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 watch the anime, Michael?
You watch your anime?
Not really. Occasionally someone will send something and I'll watch
Yeah.
it, but I'm not really what I call a fan or anything.
Did you like Disney?
What?
You watch Disney ever?
Disney?
It's like our version of anime. I feel like for Americans, like we can totally talk about watching Disney, and like that's gotta be like for like Japan what anime is for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Some of those Disney shows are really good though, like Gravity Falls. And,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's another one I need to watch, cartoon-wise. Gravity
right?
Falls.
I need to watch
It's
that
really
too.
good.
Nintendo Freak wants to know where Smash Brothers Episode 2 is. Come on,
We
guys.
can't.
Come on, guys, get on this.
Okay, well, the rumor I heard.
What's the
Your guess is as good as ours, everybody.
Okay, I've heard a rumor, but I'm not allowed to discuss the rumor. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm going to defer to Jordan because he knows what he's allowed to say.
All right.
There you go.
What I know is that
I just like watching you guys sweat. This is fantastic.
what I know is that a character's going to be in it. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
Oh!
You're welcome.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
And once there's some more time to get it finished and out to you, it will happen.
It'll happen.
There you go. That's
It'll
a pretty
happen.
good update. That was solid.
Trust us.
As
And-
soon as it's done, we will give it to you. There we go.
There you go.
Here at Random Encounters, we have a firm belief in quantity over quality. So
Wait, quality over quantity.
No.
quantity.
So
no,
episode 20 will be out by next week.
So
No, that's WarioWare. I'm sorry.
Here at WarioWare Week, we believe in quantity over quality.
But if you call in the next 15 minutes and you pledge at least $10,000 or more, you'll have it the next 30 days.
That's actually very true. I think so. Like, hey, here's my
Call in to the line here.
I am standing by.
Patreon, guys.
This is now the Smash Brotherhood YouTube channel. We don't do anything else.
We would love it if there would be more Smash Brothers. We would love it. We would probably love to be in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
If you go be part of Patreon and give these guys
them
money,
Your
because then they'll make things.
Your sister was there for the Smash Brotherhood episode.
That's right.
Yeah, she helped us with some of the stunt stuff.
My
She does
sis-
combat. You do combat.
I do. Yeah.
Combat.
Either of us could have come in and done. I'm a black belt in Kian Kung Fu, so
We were afraid you were gonna.
don't start with me. There.
He started with the black belt.
So anyway.
Don't touch my hair, man.
Yeah, don't touch the hair ever. Ever.
Ever.
Especially the bad moon hair.
Ah!
You touch the bad moon hair.
Y'all are scaring me. Why are y'all scaring me?
Wait, I got another question for you guys.
Oh,
I
what?
got another question for you. This one's from a mushroom.
Hey, it's Mushroom.
Mushroom.
It's Mushroom.
Mushroom. The first video game you bought for yourself.
For
Not that mom or dad bought.
Oh.
I'm still a minor, so.
So I don't write my own.
Can
No, no, there is one. You, David, go first.
Oh.
I was gonna say, like, some of this is gonna be really hard to think back.
Yeah, I do got to think back on that one.
Does using allowance money count?
Yeah.
Yes,
that counts.
Okay, that still doesn't help me because I'm a little old, so that's a long time ago.
28.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta drop that info everywhere? I want to say it was an NES cartridge that I got with my allowance when I was like, but it was I don't remember.
This big.
Yeah, I was like, no, actually, I was probably like this big.
Okay.
Was it Goonies 2?
No, it wasn't ET. I know that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, well,
that's not
Okay,
even
so far so good.
Well,
So far, so good.
Actually, I think it was some Grover math game, if I remember. I think it was Grover. I think from Sesame Street. If I remember, I could be completely wrong. But it was like the most. It was good, but it was like bad, but it was great.
Why did you buy it?
Because I wanted it so
Okay,
bad. It's
alright.
because I think I was told I could only get something educational.
What?
That's the cat. That was the cat.
Oh,
I could use my allowance as something educational.
yeah. Okay.
David.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Today is actually like 29 years ago. I think today, yeah, the Goonies came out in theaters. So happy
Sequel's
Goonies!
going to be coming out soon.
Happy Goonies Day, everybody!
Here's the random encounters came out.
Yeah!
What a Goonies!
Is it a conspiracy coincidence?
I didn't
I
say
kind of wish I had opened this.
Wait, guys.
because I started
3 years.
leaving. Huh?
3 years. Goonies 2. 3. That equals 1, right? 3 minus 2 equals 1.
Yeah.
1 plus 2 equals 3. How?
After
I confirmed.
Yeah, you broke the code, man.
Whoa! I broke.
You broke the Konami code. I was gonna say I wish I had opened this with just. There you go.
Well, you still get to do it. So it's
All right.
okay.
Well, anyway, first game I bought with my own money. Oh gosh. I want to say it was an N64 game. I think it might have been Banjo-Tooie.
Oh.
Because until then I was reliant on Christmas presents and stuff like that, you know.
Mhm.
But at one point I was like, I must have the next Banjo game, so I picked up Banjo-Tooie. I think it was. I could be wrong. It might have been that, or it might have been Majora's Mask. I could be wrong.
Okay.
All right.
I know mine because it was
Yeah, what was it?
literally 2 months ago. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes because it was only $30.
Sweet.
It was. Yeah, I don't regret it.
Well,
That's all
no,
it
that's the most important thing is that you don't regret it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When you buy a game, your first game that you buy yourself and you regret it, you just lost it. Like, you've lost it. Like,
It took me a while, but I'm split between it. It's one of 2 games. I'm not sure which. It was either Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for NES,
Oh, nice.
or Super Mario Brothers 2. I'm not sure which of them I got first. Because our NES came with both Super Mario Brothers, and we got Super Mario Brothers 3.
Uh-huh.
But we didn't have the second game, and so I was so obsessed with Mario Brothers games. Like, at the moment I found it, I went out hunting for it. I was like, this isn't the same as those other ones. It was like the joke was on me, but it's like cool game. I don't remember which one came first.
Doki Doki Panic.
Alright, here's a question.
Yes.
Alright, will there be another Pokemon musical? And would each of you like there to be another Pokemon musical?
Yes.
Maybe let's also add what you would like the video to be about. If you're gonna make one that had something to do with Pokemon, what would you if you had complete control, fantasy, to just create it.
I want we've had a musical about the Pokemon, the Eevee song. We've got a musical about the professors and the trainers. I want a musical with the evil teams.
Okay.
Team Rocket, Team Magma, Aqua, Plasma, Galactic,
Wow.
whatever the new evil team is.
Batman.
Flare.
Team Batman.
Team Batman. Yeah. I always wondered, like, if there was a zoo Batman, would he wouldn't have eye holes on his mask. He'd be like, huh, and he'd just like fall over, trip over things, you know. But no, I think I consider this. I think we should have a evil organization Pokemon musical. That'd be pretty cool. Or another musical that lets me be Professor Oak again, because I love being Professor Oak. It's fun.
Nice. Well, I think maybe there should be a Pokemon musical that introduces Red. Red is Smash Brothers.
Oh.
Get it? No, I think it would be nice to have actually a musical that would actually introduce some type of Pokemon trainer into the Smash Brotherhood.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be cool to kind of have all of these Pokemon.
Well, you know, I think he's being taken back out of the next Smash Brothers.
Oh my God, no!
Play is like the specific Pokemon.
But we have, because it's just Charizard now.
Well,
we can introduce him to kill him off.
I think they need to.
His legs.
I think they need to include a grass starter in the roster though, because we have a fire starter with Charizard and a water starter with Greninja.
It's only a matter of time.
What's the third?
E3 2014. I almost said 2013.
What's the
time travel backwards to find out?
What is the third stage evolution of Trico called again?
Trico Grovyle.
Grovyle. I thought Grovyle was the Sceptile.
Sceptile.
Sceptile. I think Sceptile would be a good playable character.
Speaking of, have you guys seen that they're getting Mega Evolutions?
Mm-hmm.
They look so good.
Okay, so I like the evil organization one a lot, but I'm going to go a little bit further. It has to be a feature, and it has to be lots of lens flares and actual explosions. And I'm thinking like a big budget picture here.
And then at the end, directed by Michael Bay.
No, Michael Ledoux.
Directed by Michael Ledoux. All right.
And you put a.
I don't need a teleprompter.
It'd be more action. It'd be like an action thriller spin on Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd have Team Rocket actually like kicking in doors with like.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Using
I like
Geodude as like a
Again, if you call the next 30 minutes and you pledge at least $20 million, we'll make this happen in the next 90 days.
That's really simple.
We'll do it.
And I actually did the math in my head. $20 million will cover that in 90 days. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Or your money back.
Guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen.
Or your money back.
Double your money. Double your money.
No, not double. Not double. No, I can't afford that.
Disregard everything you just said.
Each of you guys gets 3 wishes. What would they be?
Oh.
Question that came in.
Okay,
I can't answer this one.
I can. Okay. First wish is unlimited wishes.
No,
No, he didn't say that. They didn't say that. So the first wish is unlimited wishes. And the second 2 wishes that came from the first 3 wishes, ending world hunger, because I think that's actually important.
Yes.
And then, I want a spaceship like the Enterprise D, so I can just go around the galaxy, traveling, blowing stuff up.
Nice. All right.
Violating the Prime Directive.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go. If that's not out of the question, the unlimited wishes thing.
Yes.
Well, basically, or modify that. I wish for Cosmo and Wanda.
Oh, nice.
So they can grant my every wish.
Nice.
They're
Except
not
so-
super duper confident though.
Hey, the other problem is Timmy Turner is a 10-year-old boy and doesn't know how to actually use fairy godmothers effectively.
He's been like a 10-year-old boy for 10 years.
That's because he probably made a wish for eternal youth.
Oh.
Think of it that way.
It's canon.
But yeah, no, unlimited wishes. And the other 2, world peace. I guess that's a too cliche, but yeah. World peace, which also qualifies
Miss
as
America or something.
Here's the thing: if I ever met a genie or some other entity that would grant wishes, I would have to really think about the wishes and word them so specifically that there's no loopholes or setbacks.
Like that
so
really
this
bad
is something I'd have to think about for a long time. But the third one, and this one I thought about very carefully, would be the ability to stop time and continue to function as if time still affected me, but not age, at will. So I could be like, freeze, and then I'd walk somewhere, unfreeze time. It would just be like I was traveling really, really fast. That's also like when people ask me, what superpower do you want? I'm like, the ability to freeze time.
I was going to say, that's another good one, superpowers. We'll do that next, Jordan.
I'm gonna say first number one because there's a Inception poster right in front of us. Leonardo DiCaprio to get an Oscar. First wish.
Wow, okay. Alright.
It's a bit selfish, I know, but
Yeah,
What
I
do
see
you
what
think?
you mean.
That would even work.
It would be more
I
selfish
think
if it was
so.
Leo who made that wish.
second wish for
Deserves it.
I guess and world hunger. Cliched, I know, but yeah. And wish number 3, ultimate wishes.
Ultimate wishes?
Ultimate wishes.
What's an ultimate?
I wish
Unlimited?
Ultimate wishes.
I
That's
wish
like a Mortal Kombat.
Ultimate wishes.
I would wish for random encounters to have success in everything they do ever.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
when's the beer gonna run past now?
I was gonna say, what's your beer?
Where? Yeah.
Superpowers. Dave already told us that he had a
Time.
yeah,
Stop time.
Time stopping. Time
That's an
stopping.
awesome superpower.
I'm gonna have to say super speed.
Super speed. Okay, which actually ends up kind of resembling Dave's stopping time.
Yeah, if I run fast enough. Yes. That and the fact that I can go around the earth a bunch of times and make and actually either stop time or go back in the past.
Yeah.
Ooh, time travel. Yeah.
Mikey, you got a cape on, so you clearly already have some superpowers.
I do.
What are your-
But if I could only have one superpower, it would be to grant myself unlimited wishes.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a good superpower.
Actually, a more acceptable power. I've always wanted the ability to do the Vulcan neck pinch.
You can. It's just illegal.
Oh.
And you kill people.
Yeah. Well, no, I want the ability to do the Vulcan neck pinch on people non-fatally. Like Spock, you know? Because, it could be like, you're bothering me. Yeah.
Is that a superpower, or is that just an awesome power?
I would say
It's an
that's
awesome power.
Awesome power.
But it's one that's not feasible in real life.
Or is it yet? Or is it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can we do it? We just don't know how.
We only use so much of our brains.
Yeah, and just think, like, the microwave is not that old. It's like, what, 30, 40 years old now? It's not that old. Think of how they cooked food before a microwave.
They lit it on fire.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They had a lighter. Quick, oh God, fire!
So here's a question for you guys.
Okay,
This
all
was one of my questions.
Oh,
so
snap.
I am taking a break from the encounters.
But the
We
encounters,
love you. We
I
love you, but
we can't see what you're asking, but we
Trust
want
me,
to know.
Alex.
Okay, I trust you.
Because I think they want to know more about what it's like to be on set with us.
oh, okay.
Okay, so you've all been on set with us. You've suffered and endured terrible things on set with us. What goes through your mind when you first arrive for the day? What are you thinking usually when we're about ready to start?
How am I gonna screw this up?
How am I going to screw this up? That's what goes through your head?
Yes. Well, no. Well, actually, funny answer. Yes. How can I not screw this up?
But you can be honest.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
because they
think.
need honesty too, because they don't
Yeah.
know.
Honestly, I think. Wow, this is happening. Like, I'm working with what many people consider a very famous YouTube group, and I'm like, how did I get here? Like, why? How? Why? How? And when?
And you might ask yourself, how did I get here? Ever this day's go on. Sorry.
So, but yeah,
Talking
pretty
heads.
much. Yeah.
I get on set. I'm usually like pretty jazzed and ready to do so, just to
You
have
are.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm usually there.
All
I'm
three
there.
of you guys are.
I don't know why, but whenever I get on set,
I'm there to-
before I get on set, I have a massive stomach pain. So I don't.
I'm there to kick butt and take
Lies.
names, but have a good time doing it. And I guess the main thing that I hope for when I'm on set is like, how could I'm gonna have fun no matter what. Usually
Right.
I'm gonna have fun no matter what. That's what I'm usually thinking. And then I go, how can I make sure these guys are having fun? Because that can be kind of stressful, There's been some shoots where it's gone really smoothly, and there's other shoots where like these guys are like tearing their hair out, and I feel like I'm just like I've got to make sure the energy stays up because like that's what I feel like that's some of what I bring to the table in terms of what I can do for random encounters. So
Okay. That's pretty good.
yeah,
Michael.
What was the question exactly?
So when you get on set to film with us, what's usually the first thing kind of going through your mind, like prepping up to like, okay, the camera's about to roll, like we gotta do this.
Okay. There's a couple things really. Like the first thing is I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Next thing is like, wonder how long and this is like for any shoot, not just you guys, is how long this is going to go over schedule, because very rarely do things actually, on any shoot, go exactly according to plan. Usually there's a little bit of overtime that goes into it. So it's like, wonder how strange things are going to go today, because I don't think I've been on one shoot that 100% the whole thing has gone 100% according to plan, which is part of the fun of doing any kind of filming.
It's why it's called random encounters.
Exactly. You don't know what you're going to get with these guys.
And then the other thing that's going through my head is, please, God, don't let a light fall on my head today.
Or a light.
No, not yet.
There you go.
But a light did blow up in front of
Yeah, I'm right in my face. And I hit the ground.
Yeah, we thought.
Should I kill Michael? Let him go through.
Wait, when did this happen?
All right,
It was
so
on
we
this
were
shoot.
recording a video for me, right?
Oh,
And the button.
on your channel, Vinfy.
Yeah,
BHNIFY.
I do.
Yeah.
Time to sell myself out.
You should.
So we were on, and we noticed the lights were looking a bit dim. And being the idiots we were, Michael only thought something of it. And we were like, oh, no, it's fine. We'll just turn them off for a while and turn them back on. So we turned them off. And
You gave it the IT treatment.
yeah. So we turned it back on, and the bulb just popped.
And I hit the floor.
He hits the
It was
floor.
loud. I hit the floor.
And he was like, are we being shot?
You know, it's the best thing to be worried about. Like, if you hear a loud explosion like that that's like coming from near you, that's the best thing you can be. You should think that first and hit the floor first, because like if you try to react otherwise, it's not good.
You're dead.
But it turned out that they didn't know that you're not supposed to actually touch these halogen bulbs with your actual fingers.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
were dumbins. We were
And,
the dumbins.
and just in case you don't know, what happens is your oils get on it, and then as it heats, the heat doesn't actually distribute right to the actual glass or something in the actual bulb, and then and then glass shards go into your eye, and then you're just screaming and running.
And then you got to deal with the insurance company,
Yeah.
which
The
we don't
lights
have.
are really scary, especially because they heat up as well. So it's not even just
Right.
they don't explode. You still want to touch them.
Yeah,
when they're very skin,
And
or
even
you
if
don't
they
wanna
do
fall on you.
explode, it's just hot shards of
Yeah,
glass.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, it feels a little like working on set with a bunch of bombs and going.
Yeah.
I hope these are all going to explode on me.
Safety first, my friend. Safety first.
Safety first.
Yeah,
Safety
film
first.
sets are dangerous.
No gloves, no lights.
Oh.
And wear a hard hat.
I'm gonna jump back to a question from Encounters.
Yeah.
All right. Addison wants to know what your favorite game is. It does not say video game, so it could be a
Oh.
card game, a board game, a-
Sports.
You could play a bad, in your car driving. places
Favorite game.
What your favorite game is?
I want you guys take point on this one. I gotta think
All right.
about this.
I've been on a TF2 binge recently. This guy.
TF2's fun.
TF2 is fun, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite game. I would say it's up there currently, but that's because I've been binging on it almost every day, almost like 5 hours a day. Just, oh my god, medics, pyros, scouts, spies! But I would say my favorite game, I'm going to have to go with the most cliched thing ever and go with Mario 1. This was the first game I ever played.
Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros. It was the first game I ever played. It was the first game I played it all the time with my mom, and it just always brings back good memories whenever I play it.
Oh, nice.
Put a little sentimental value up there.
Okay,
I've raised the bar. You guys gotta do better.
You also took the natural favorite game of every person on the planet.
Pretty much. As cliche as it was.
Way to go.
It is a good game. I used to play it with one of my grandmas.
I don't know.
Really?
She's pimped like that.
Yes, so.
This is why we have Michael here.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite game?
Favorite game? Oh, that's a tough one. There's so many different kinds of games that I like to play, and it really depends on my mood. If it's video games, I think it's still hard to choose one top game of any kind of genre. Really, video games, I'd have to say the original Halo I really loved. I love Minecraft though. That's a great one.
Isn't it though?
I don't play that as much as I'd like, just because I will sit there for 6 hours and build really crazy things, and then be very sad when it gets blown up 5 minutes later.
All it takes is one creeper, and all of your days
It's
hard work.
just
Or one griefer.
Or one grief.
Well, when you're playing on a multiplayer, you can play your server. Yeah.
And that's why the server I play on likes to protect things, but that's another story. And then I don't know, that's still a tough question because favorites, it really
Right?
Yeah.
And then there's
It's obviously
Those are
E.T.
video games.
It's obviously E.T.
Oh, E.T.
Yeah.
That was actually a fun game. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, as long as you avoid the pits where you have to stretch out your neck to be
Yes.
able to fall back down immediately as soon as you get back to the ground. Those are beautiful. Same thing. You got one,
David.
I like tag.
Tetris, the music. I mean, Tetris.
You're right.
You do the
No,
voices for the
You can
Tetris
play
blocks.
tag and
Yeah, I
too.
do.
You can.
True.
Yes.
I do.
You talk to all the blocks as you play Tetris now.
Yes. Well, actually, I actually don't like Tetris that much. I'm not big on
Blasphemy!
I'm not big on puzzle games
What
like
did
or
Shrek
puzzle games like that. I should say. It's too blocky.
I'm with you though. Puzzle games, I don't get it.
I like
What do
puzzle
you get?
games to it.
So it's like
Favorite game.
you can't. It's like okay, asking me what my favorite game is, asking me like which of my children is my favorite. Well, I can tell you exactly which one of mine is my favorite. See, but
I only have one.
I can choose favorites based on genre. I can choose favorites based on style. But like,
An overall
I don't
favorite.
have an. I don't know if I have an overall.
But you have a favorite genre, right?
Kind of. I mean.
I'm gonna
No,
let into you first.
Okay. Right now,
Yep.
at the moment,
Yes.
I'm bleh. It's probably Skyrim, just because I've put so many hours into that game, and it's like ludicrous. And I still find stuff to do and different ways to play the game, and I enjoy it. If I have to choose a game that overall I consider one of my like favorites, it's probably going to be Super Mario RPG.
Oh,
Legend of the
There you
Seven
go.
Stars.
See, and I don't have to go now because you said it, so it's like it's represented.
Yeah, there you go. Although I mean, it is one of AJ's favorites as well.
It is so good.
In terms of, and then there's games in general. I like games. I play lots of different games. I play Magic the Gathering. I will play tabletop role-playing games. It's like you put a game in front of me, I'll usually give it a shot. Except Risk. I will not play Risk.
That takes days.
No.
Sorry, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I just don't like Risk.
Aww.
I know you do. I love how you're always like, let's go set up our armies and go fight. I'm like, but it's just dice rolling.
What's wrong with that?
It's just random.
Exactly.
It's random
An
encounters.
It's funny.
I'm done. That's it.
No, David, come back. We love you.
Wait. Bye. How does it feel? How do you like it?
I feel good.
All right. Here's another question for you.
Some bad.
It's a question from Intense Classic Gamer, who's actually been a longtime fan.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, right?
Yes. He has even contributed in the Be the Beard contest, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken. Yeah, he was the beard in the video.
Nice.
That he submitted. What musical do you want, video game or not? If you can make a musical about anything ever, what would be an awesome musical?
How about that Phoenix Wright musical?
Oh, you think we're gonna make that? No, we are gonna make that. Phoenix Wright musical is actually where we actually had a meeting with somebody and talked about it, and they didn't want to do it with us.
Oh.
And I was like, that's okay. We don't need you.
We don't need you.
You're surrounded by people who will happily help you with
I
it.
was gonna say, that's why I was like, no problem, because I'm like, we got enough people. We can
Yeah.
do it without.
Yeah.
That's our thing. I don't need to.
We don't need outsiders.
Yeah, we'll work on something else with that group. And Phoenix Wright is like random encounters thing. Still.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
Anyway, well,
It was the fans'
video game or
choice.
not, video game or not,
Video game or not?
yeah. What musical would you like to make? You could even mash up two existing musicals if you want.
Is that what the question says?
No.
Oh.
I'm just reading into it and doing the line.
Oh, nice. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to read between the lines.
Oh, of course. Please read anywhere you want.
Fine, I will.
In the attic, in the walls with Christina. You can
Warner Brothers Pictures presents.
Hey, Nobody.
There's no one
Oh,
going.
yeah,
I can go.
All right, yeah, you go.
I thought you were okay.
Okay, so
I have one after you.
all right, so there's a short I wrote a while ago. It's a horror shirt, which I haven't made yet.
Shirt.
But it'd be short that I haven't made yet, which I think would be a great musical because I could just visualize the singing as the bad things are happening. I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but there's a creature and it does bad things, and it's wonderful and horrible all at the same time. And it just makes my heart swell with happiness whenever I read it, and I think it'd make a great musical.
Awesome.
Nice.
This is one I've been wanting. Well, it's near and dear to my heart, and that's why I was so torn about the games too. I want to see, and I'm going to continue to bug you guys about this until the end of time. I want to see Secret of Monkey Island, the musical. That's what I want. I love the Monkey Island games. Love them. and I think they lend themselves really well to a fun, quirky musical. You know,
I can see that.
yeah. I mean, you guys are maybe vaguely familiar with them.
No, I'm sorry, I'm a horrible person. Should I leave now?
I've
Yeah,
played I've seen some of the Telltale remakes,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I've heard aren't as good as the originals.
No, but they're still good.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
They
They definitely
can't-
made me want to play the game.
It's hard to top the originals.
Yeah.
You know, like Telltale did a good job.
Exactly.
I think I enjoyed them. But yeah, Monkey Island. That's where I'm at. On an island of monkeys.
Jordan, what do you think?
I have trouble here. I'm having trouble. I'm gonna say a mashup between.
Hey!
Now sit on him. I'm gonna have to say it's a mashup between. I want to see what a musical between the Meta Knight and the Magikarp Fisherman.
What?
Yeah, right. It's like you wouldn't think about something like that, but
Wow.
I don't know. I just kind of put two and two together, and I feel like they would somehow connect.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
because they're both Peter singing, actually, that would be kind of interesting.
Oh, God.
It's like Inception. You got Peter singing against Peter in a song. That could actually be really amazing.
Or just
Epic rap battles with Peter.
Except you forget all the lines, so just be like,
Oh,
Meta Knight.
That's a good idea for a mashup of two existing musicals, Cats and Phantom of the Opera.
okay.
That just was
Andrew Lloyd Webber versus Andrew Lloyd Webber.
exactly. It'd be great.
Just goes to the other side, and then goes back to the other side.
I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
It'd be like Vulcans. But no, it's furry Vulcans.
Here's another question. I don't have somebody's name on this one.
Oh, we don't have a name.
But if
You know who you are.
if you have a favorite Nintendo or Mario character,
Oh, Mario character.
that's your question, and we're answering it.
Or Nintendo.
Favorite Mario or Nintendo character?
I love Luigi. Because I always had to play Luigi when I was playing with my brother back in the day. So he's my favorite.
Okay. That's why I think people like Tails, actually, from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody would play
Tails,
Sonic
no.
and they'd be player 2 and they'd be Tails.
That's second banana.
Those are the best one though.
Second banana.
Yeah, I like Tails. I think, like, with Luigi, he's a very duplicate version of Mario, but he's a little different. And Tails is, like, nothing like Sonic at all.
I think that what's nice is they are brothers. I mean, it makes sense that they would have some similar traits, but they did make Luigi a little more, like, personally distinct than Mario.
More
Mario's
recently, they've tried to make Luigi actually have, like, character.
Well,
like,
if
literally-
you name like personality quirks of Mario, how many can you name? And then
That's
you
a
go,
good
and then you
point.
go, okay, name Luigi. Well,
Scared.
he's cowardly, he's quirky, he's awkward,
Right.
but he's lovable. Like Mario's just kind of a slate for the player, really.
Right.
Luigi has all the personality.
He does.
And he's got a great wardrobe.
Oh, he does. He does. I mean,
Better than Mario.
Green Man.
Oh man.
Oh,
fired.
Shots fired.
What about you guys? Favorite Mario character or Nintendo character?
15 seconds on the clock.
Uh-oh. Pressure's on.
Can I phone in a person?
Yeah.
All right.
Which Mario character are you calling in?
Yes, hello, Mom.
Mom is.
What did I always use in Mario?
You're taking a picture of someone right now.
David, you go first.
Oh, I
Always
always,
one, huh?
yeah. I mean, does it have to be a main series character?
No, any
of course.
Nintendo character. I would say.
Or Nintendo
We're gonna
character.
take an SC real quick. I'm gonna take a few because I always take order photos.
This is what I do for fun.
Everyone's just gonna. Everyone over
Alright,
here is just seeing his.
Sorry, I
picture.
had to take a couple selfies. I'm gonna post one on Twitter here shortly.
You should follow Michael LDX.
Everyone hates selfies.
Two L's.
Two L's.
Yeah, Michael and then LDS.
Oh, yeah. All right. So.
Okay. I like Booster from Mario RPG because he's a crazy man who lives in a tower and rides a train and has the best theme music in the game.
I always thought he was a weird version of Wario.
I
I'm
always-
enjoying this game. Why do they call him something different?
I like to imagine that he might be distantly related to Wario,
Yeah.
like a
It's
second
officially
cousin
canon.
or something. Well, I mean, okay, so in Booster Tower, there's a part where there's all those portraits on the walls, and one looks suspiciously like Mario or Wario.
Yeah.
Well, the Shy Guy's walking along, Sniffin walks along and looks at all the paintings. When he gets to that one, he actually jumps back, stops for a minute,
Yeah.
waddles close, stares, and then moves
Yeah,
on.
it keeps going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's taken aback by that one that happens to look like Wario.
Yeah, it is funny.
So it does make me wonder if they had originally planned to have
I can see
Booster
it.
be Wario.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I can see
It's
that.
kind of, yeah.
But if I had to choose a more mainstream character, I would say I like Toad, actually.
Toad. Did I hear my Toad voice?
Oh God. He does that way too.
That actually is pretty good.
It's so
I knew it was
ear-splittingly
the bird,
good.
Yahoo!
It's my favorite. Sorry.
Oh god!
Toad is the best voice to annoy other people. It really is. That's why Double Dash was great. You could just put like Toad and like
Oh god!
Well, actually,
people like, stop switching the character.
I'm gonna just finish. Actually, the most annoying thing about Double Dash, I dare say, is Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy.
I was gonna say,
Hi, I'm Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy.
doing Hi, I'm Daisy.
Hi, I'm
like,
Daisy.
Toad back and forth was just like I don't
Daisy
know
and
whoever
Toad.
this-
There you
yeah.
go, Daisy and Toad.
Oh
Those
god!
are your favorite characters. That's crazy.
I like them.
Yeah.
I'm
Favorite
gonna-
Mario characters.
I'm gonna have to say mine is. I'm really having trouble with this.
You just have trouble, don't you?
I just have
Don't
trouble
you?
in general. Everything's not
You're a
right up here.
troublemaker. That's what it is.
Yeah. By the
Well,
way, I stole all your stuff.
I'll tell you who your favorite Mario character is. Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite Mario character is actually Wario. Because he's a number one.
Nice.
I do.
I'm gonna have to actually say King Boo.
King Boo.
I really liked him in Luigi's Mansion.
Right. I like Luigi's Mansion.
Dr. Robotnik's pretty awesome.
Luigi's Mansion is.
Sonic the Hedgehog is my favorite Mario character.
What?
Actually, Dr. Robotnik is my favorite Sonic character.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
He's followed closely by Knuckles, which is interesting because you had a musical with Robotnik and Knuckles in it.
That's
So-
funny
Oh,
because
snap.
when we visited, when Nate Morse and I originally got to visit Sonic Team, one of the things we did is we sat down in there and we went around the table with Sonic Team, and they're like, "So we want to know who your favorite not Mario character. We want to know who your favorite Sonic character is."
Sonic Team wants to know who your favorite Mario characters are,
That's an
everybody.
important
And,
question.
yeah, and Nate goes, "Oh, Robotnik is my favorite." I go, "Tails is kind of my favorite," and then every other person at the table was like Sonic. Every single one of them were just Sonic is my favorite character. They, without hesitation, it's like they were gonna get fired if they said someone other than Sonic.
Maybe they would have.
Just that he has a
It's
bunch.
crazy to me. I
For
just
some
don't know
reason,
why.
whenever you're asked to pick your favorite character for something, I never pick the main character.
Right?
I'm always into the side characters.
I think a lot of people, though, it's like, especially if they're put on the spot, it's more like they don't really think about it. It's just like they know the main character, and it's really easy to be like, oh, yeah, this one that I see in all the ads that we're supposed to like.
But we were talking about Sonic Team. They should have seen them in other things than they have.
Well, I'm just trying to be nice
Oh,
to these
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to kick them while they're down.
So you got a bonus.
Or-
You got to know some of our favorite Sonic characters.
I just thought maybe it had something to do with like that they know Sonic so much better than like I do because like I played most of the games and you don't get that much, but maybe they were so in-depthly knowledgeable about Sonic the Hedgehog that they knew like what his daily schedule is when he goes to bed at night, like, what he dreams about and something like, oh, Sonic is this giant, fleshed out character. Everybody's like, oh, he's the speedy blue one, and then the
He's the one that goes
is, like,
fast.
cuter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they just knew so much more about him. That it was like,
He knows he dreams about chili dogs.
Yeah, he's so deep a character compared
He's
to everybody
way past cool.
Way too cool.
Question about animals.
Oh.
If you're an animal, which animal would you be and why? Oh, that one. Okay, this creature one.
You'd be a toad. Oh god, I'd be nature's toad.
Toad.
Since technically it is an animal of nature.
It is. Toads are.
No, toads are no, not toads. Since it is an animal of nature,
But he's
I'm
your
gonna
favorite
go
character.
with Godzilla.
Godzilla. What?
He's an animal of nature. Nature created him.
Why would you be a Godzilla?
Because he's Godzilla.
He's adorbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a dork.
Have you
Or
seen
she.
all? Have
She's
you seen
adorbs.
all the cheap
It,
fan art?
whatever.
Yeah.
He.
Whatever gender it is, depending on what movie it is.
Now it can't be sexy. So Godzilla skirts that line of like.
That's good, because I was also picking something that's not
What were you gonna pick?
Sarkarian Razor Beast. Gyno from the Star Trek Next Generation series mentioned it once.
Oh.
Okay.
Just because it sounds cool, you're.
No, because she also described it and it kept her safe and all that when she was a little girl. It was her imaginary friend.
Nice.
She didn't actually have one, because apparently they're very vicious.
So it's basically like Pete's Dragon.
But a lot cooler.
Oh, okay.
Like, a lot cooler.
Pete's Dragon sang musical numbers. They didn't sing it per se because all the words were.
But we're talking like razor sharp claws, at least in my imagination, like these. Okay, and it's just beautiful.
So like Pete's
For all we
Dragon.
know, when you're, if we're actually what it is, just a small little chip.
No,
like
it's
thing.
huge. It's huge. We're talking probably larger than Matterhorn.
Larger than matter.
Wow.
I like that we measure things by Disney.
It's larger than Space
Well,
Mountain.
I had to confirm if you were talking about the real Matterhorn or the one at Disney.
It's Disneyland, of course. I mean, what is there a real one?
Yeah.
It is the real one. They just redid the ride.
Disney built another one that they called the real Matterhorn
Oh.
in Switzerland.
Ah,
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I'm not going to that Disneyland.
Road trip.
I want the American better one.
Yeah.
The American.
Dave,
The Anaheim. Oh,
favorite animal.
favorite animal. Or wait, favorite animal or animals you want to
animal
be?
you would be.
That was
I'm
what.
sorry. Yeah, difference. There is.
I want to be a crow.
A crow.
Wait, what?
Why would you do that? You eat all the dead things.
Yeah, crows don't get sick really.
True.
Generally, they can eat like carrion and be happy. They can scavenge and be happy. They can fly. You can find them all over the place. Like crows have amazing survivability and they can fly. I want to be a crow or a seagull. One of those like common scavenger kind of birds because I imagine it'd be a relatively easy life if you're not too picky about what you eat.
I can see that.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think I'd be a cat maybe, just because like that sounds super lame. But I saw our cat Mia Kitty last night. She wanted to get up in the window, and I moved
Mia, come
her away. So that she
see her?
She's out there right outside the door.
I watched her sitting there trying to get up to the window, and I moved everything away so she couldn't do it. And she just vertically leaped straight up to the window, which is like literally 5 feet off the ground. She's just like, you know what, I don't want that window bad enough. I'm just going to jump straight up to the window and just get up there. And I'm like, how can you possibly do that? But cat, so if I could jump
It's a
like
cat.
that.
Cats have amazing powers. I don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't.
Cats
yeah,
are a superhero in themselves.
I'm a dog person, so like, I like cats.
Okay.
I just happen to like dogs more than cats.
How do you feel about goats? Because I consider being a goat.
Oh,
Goats are cool. I like goats. I would totally have a goat.
I like goats. I would have a goat.
Yeah, I would totally be a goat, I think, as well. Because then you just eat whatever you want and digest it, like kind of like the crows.
And you can
Goats have
jump.
little beards.
You can jump up on things.
Yes.
You can kick people.
And you
can move anywhere.
No, you have to be like oxen all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you can just be a poor sport about everything and be like, oh, he's a goat. It's okay.
He's a goat.
We like him anyway.
What about llamas?
They're adorable. I got
like
my.
No, guys, alpacas.
Alpacas
I
are
was
great.
gonna say alpacas are like the nice version. of
Yeah,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I like llamas.
If I had to pick between the two, I'd still pick the llama because my first cat that I had myself, I got on a llama farm in Iowa.
Oh,
so
neat.
Nice.
Cool story.
Question: best prank you've ever played or seen?
I'm not at liberty to discuss this anymore. Give me defending litigation.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Like seen personally, or
It doesn't specify.
I once. David, you go first?
no? It's, yeah,
All right.
you got this one.
I
You got
once
more in mind.
did a prank. So there's this guy out on the internet. His name's Jack Vale. He actually made this product called Pooter, to where it's like this little black tube, and you squish it, and it sounds exactly like a fart, and each one is different. So I bought one, and I decided to go out onto the town with my friends and to record some reactions. First reaction I got, I was just walking next to these, I guess they were breakdancers. They looked a bit older than me. They were still in high school, so they might have been seniors. I don't know. I walked by and I used the pooter, and it's just a little. And one guy comes at me, "You want to fight, bro?" What? Why do you want to fight?
I took offense to that.
He really did. I was like, wait, what?
Jeez.
Because like pretending I didn't do anything. I'm like, wait, what's going on? You want to fight? I'm just like, wait, what are you talking about? He just gets really all up in my face. I'm like, bro, it's a prank. Just like, oh, I'm about to get hurt, and my friends start running down. It's just a prank. It's a prank. He's like, I don't care. It's a prank.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was
You almost died.
a lot more fun though. I was laughing. I was like, bro, it's a prank, and I was just laughing.
Come at me, bro.
How bad he overreacted. Just this little toy just going, and I'm just like, what?
Even if you actually had farted, I mean, that's seriously an overreaction to someone's natural functions.
God, it was
Yes, people,
funny, but it was scary at the
So
same
like,
time.
why be so offended about it? Like, come on.
Wait, one thing if you're in an elevator, but
Okay, yeah.
Then I
true.
punch people. I
punch everyone.
I don't even ask if I want to fight. Like, you're fighting now.
Them are
Right,
fighting
one.
words.
Fight.
From your butt. Who else has
David?
a prank?
I don't
You
prank
ever seen a
people.
really good prank? Like on the internet, on YouTube?
I've
I've watched those all.
I'm not crazy. Well, the thing is, whenever I get linked to prank videos, there are always those really mean, like, scare pranks that just mess people up and they just freak out a lot. But there is one I saw that I could kind of forgive. It was actually pretty well done. It was like, this guy's walking down this corridor, office corridor, and at the end of the corridor, all these people go running by like they're panicking or something.
Oh,
And then, like a velociraptor. A velociraptor comes around the corner, and the guy's just like, oh! Just like, oh, God! And meanwhile, this raptor's like, ah! And it's really
so amazing.
waggly raptor. He was like,
And it's just a guy in a costume. It's
It was
like you
really
can see the
good.
legs, but it was a
Yeah.
really good costume.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I like that one. There was another one I remember finding kind of funny where it was like I think it was in Brazil or something. So there was this old graveyard that people would just walk by at night, and they rigged it so this taxi would drive up. Well, the taxi had a skeleton for a driver, and he would talk to them like, "Hey, your final ride is here," or something like that. And it was just everybody's reaction was always, "Oh no, run away!"
Oh no, okay.
Like literally this taxi, we're on a motorcycle. They had a motorcycle skeleton at one point. Just drove up like, "Hey," and they look, there's a skeleton on the motorcycle. They're like, "Ah!" And they just they book it. It was pretty funny, but I felt bad. But at the same time, it's a little sillier than a lot of scare pranks I've seen that are a lot meaner in nature. So.
I feel like Michael's been a part of one of these pranks.
No, actually, this isn't exactly a prank, but it sort of is. I don't remember what company did it. Like a week or two ago, one of the game companies sent a safe to a newsroom.
It was Ubisoft.
Yeah.
It was for Watch Dogs.
Yeah, they were sending. They sent a safe and some other stuff to a newsroom, and they'd send a thing saying they enter this code and they'll get something out of it. It was for this whole thing. They were doing a giveaway to try to help promote the game, and unfortunately, it didn't work right. So
The Bomb Squad.
the bomb squad was called because they tried to put in the code, and then it just started beeping and going crazy. And then they evacuated the building. Bomb squad came in.
Whoa, really?
It was like a reverse prank because they were trying to do something interesting and different for the promotion, but it backfired and got a whole building evacuated needlessly because someone hadn't thought a prank through very well.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, that really isn't a prank exactly, but it was fun.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty
It was just terrible promotion.
But it was brilliant.
It really was. And
Don't
it's
try
funny
that at
because
home.
literally what was in it was just a copy of the game and a beanie.
Yeah,
It was just
some promotional stuff.
yeah, just some promotional stuff, and it was just so funny. Like,
Well, yeah, it starts beeping. You don't know what it is. You don't have any confirmation of who it's from, really.
true.
They just got a phone call or something saying that we did it.
Okay, yeah, I would find that kind of pretty suspicious.
Yeah.
All right.
Next.
So we're gonna start wrapping towards the end.
That seemed, yeah. That's
What kind of rap?
Well, like. Oh yeah, we're supposed to continue. The rapping. That's not actually what we're doing.
Oh,
They liked our Toad impersonation so much that they wanted to ask another question. If we're going to do the voice of Link, if you were cast to do Link's voice in the next Zelda game, and you're going to do like the yells and screams and jumps and stuff like that, what would you sound like? I think we should start with Michael.
No, not me. I don't know. I really don't know what I'd sound like.
Well, I mean, you can take some creative liberty because you're the new voice of Link. So what you say goes.
Yeah. Really? Okay, and what kind of sounds do I need to make?
Like,
Well,
just
probably
yells
some,
and
like,
screams.
yeah, jumps and maybe some slashing sounds. Okay.
That's a good slashing
That's what
sound.
that sounds more like the Legend of Red Dead. Come chase me
Legend,
down.
Legend.
Like you're about
Legend
to
of Red
attack
Dead.
something. That'd be a good
I
sound.
like it.
I was totally trying to find that.
And then and if you're gonna like jump or like sprint, like something good.
That's pretty good.
Was that it, or did I answer it, or?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Dave, is that about what you?
Not quite. I'd keep it. You got to keep consistency. I'd be like, hit, hot, ice,
Ice.
I don't know. It's my master instructor at the studio. He's known whenever he does strikes, he's always like ice, and he has this little. So we have this joke about. There's this joke that's like, when Bruce Lee gets a drink, what does he drink? Water. Okay, so when Master Gregory gets a drink, what does he get? Ice. But yeah, I would, but I do like martial arts yells anyway in my class, so it wouldn't be that too different from what Link normally does.
Very good.
Yes.
Jordan, what's your Link screams like?
Oh boy!
That's the sound you make?
I just saved you from cannon.
Excuse me, princess.
Yep, that is it. That is the new official canon for Link's voice. Hyrule Warriors coming out.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hyrule Warriors.
Is that your audition cake?
Yes.
Is that your audition?
Yes.
That's Nintendo.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh boy!
Oh
I
boy!
said mine too.
I wonder what's for dinner.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Thank you.
I have to give the obligatory try. All right, I'm gonna do the sort of speedy thing.
Nice.
And then the death is always like. It sounds like in a Pokemon.
Do you remember in Ocarina of Time when Link falls from a high ledge and he lands really hard? He's like, do it! Well, he specifically goes like, do it! Sit!
Yeah.
And like, what is that? Is he swearing in Hylian?
I think so. I would say
It
so.
always sounds like it hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he lands like this, like
Yeah.
right on his
Yeah,
feet.
it's
He's
like
probably
right
like destroying his
Yeah,
ankle.
He's probably pulling a Jordin.
Landing in
Probably.
it,
That's what
landing.
happened.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you did that, did you like,
No, it's more like a scream. Ah!
if you were to make a Zelda game, what would the timeline be in it?
Well, where would it fit in the timeline?
Yeah, like where the story would fall. Would you make it
After Ocarina of Time between Majora's Mask.
so
So in that timeline, like
when he
before
comes back
Link-
and he's a kid still,
Yeah.
but then he chases.
Because we never get why he's in the forest. We never get why
he's looking for Navi.
I was gonna say he was looking for Navi, then Hona gets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's looking for Navi.
Well, that just.
Sorry.
I
know. But you're
She ditched him at the end of Ocarina of Time, and he's like, "Why did you leave me?"
Oh, now no one will call me Fairy Boy anymore.
That's a good answer to this.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Mikey, what's
Well,
yours?
will I rethink mine? Okay.
It would be a completely alternate universe
Okay.
where everyone is a velociraptor. Okay,
And that makes more sense for your voice.
exactly. It makes more sense for my voice acting. So, if I want the part, if I want to get paid for that, it needs to be a velociraptor. Okay.
That wasn't a velociraptor.
That
That
was
was.
a mouse.
That was like a mouse that you stuck on just then.
Steve, where are you?
Good shot.
I would have one that is there's a lot of places where I would want to set a Zelda game. Part of me would want to do a game that is pre-Skyward Sword that shows like the ancient technology of what came before. That would be really cool.
I think that would fit in somewhere like maybe Twilight Princess.
That or
Twilight Princess.
yeah, that'd be cool. Or that I was gonna say either post Twilight Princess or post Spirit Tracks. That would be getting more advanced tech. Like I would love to see a Clockwork or Steamwork like Zelda with more of that
Kind of like
element to it.
steampunky
It's
element.
kind of a steampunky element, more like medieval, like steam inspired, like or Clockwork. Like Spirit Tracks has advancing technology after all, because they have the steam engines. So like why don't we get something like that with it would make the next logical step would be to have a game set in that universe with more advanced technology. And I think that would be a lot of fun. I'd also like to play a game where Zelda is the protagonist,
That'd be kind of cool.
and you play as Zelda.
But they
It
made that
actually
already
is
for
the
CDI.
yeah,
Oh,
but that was
you can
CDI.
go play that right
That was
now.
CDI. We don't
Let's
talk
enjoy
about
it.
But
We can enjoy
we
it
don't,
right
except
now.
we,
we don't talk about those.
except we did earlier when we made references to it.
What are we talking about?
I've never heard of it. I would totally set a game. I'd set my Zelda game after Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Because the whole point of that game is like, oh yeah, we're gonna resurrect Ganon, but then like if you succeed in the game, you don't resurrect Ganon. But then the sequel will be like, oh, we resurrected him anyway, and your entire game was pointless.
That'd be funny.
Ganondorf needs to come back.
Well,
keep me down.
the problem is, AJ, by that point, I don't know if Ganondorf can come back. He's just Ganon by that point. He's too far gone. The man known as
He's
Ganondorf
too far
is no
in.
more.
That's a good point. He's not really Ganon.
If you want to get Ganondorf back, you gotta go with either Wind Waker or Twilight Princess timeline.
No, because Twilight Princess,
I
he
can
turned
Time Machine.
into Ganon.
Time Machine.
No. Turning into Ganon is one thing, but then there is a reason in my mind that he's only Ganon in later games, and that's because the Triforce of Power corrupts him to the point where he loses his humanity and becomes a monster completely.
What's humanity? I don't know. It's
He
something-
loses his no. I'm sorry, you're right. He uses his Gerudanity. He's a Gerudo.
Jordin, did you have an answer for this?
Yes, I did.
What is it?
Right after Link Between Two Worlds. would
Oh,
like
I
to see
haven't
what
played that
happened.
yet.
It's amazing.
I need
That's
to play
definitely-
it.
It's definitely one of my favorite Zelda games. It's
Really?
It definitely. It's like Link to the Past, Between Two Worlds, and Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
As cliched as that sounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It bumped off Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess is actually, I think, fairly underrated.
Right.
It reminds me of Sonic Unleashed. Sorry.
Get out of your own.
Hey, that's a
So, is there any other questions?
There was some requests to get us to talk a little bit in character voices. So specifically, for me to talk about Ganon, Dave to talk either like Bad Boon or Professor Oak, and Michael, you should talk about Godzilla.
And I'm just here.
Jordan, You can score it. Maybe even ask us.
I give that 8.5.
That's all I'm gonna be saying. So I'm just.
All right. I think maybe you could have put some more heart to it.
I can't. My throat started getting sore from the last 3 times.
Yeah, if you want a 10, you gotta put more heart into it.
That's
10.
hard.
Yeah, that's hard. And then he died.
And that was his other chunks of heart.
That's my lung just over there.
That was my grandson. He's
Godzilla.
been your rival.
Your lung, Godzilla's lung was
Yeah,
your grandson?
Oh, yes.
What kind of Pokemon is that?
I'm not sure what kind of Pokemon that is, but I intend to find out.
What do you think of the picture of him?
Which picture?
You know, if I take a picture of Godzilla here, what are you going to say about it?
I'm going to say this picture is actually pretty good. Wonderful.
Awesome. That's because I always keep him centered, and I have him facing.
Well done. Well, I might. Why don't you do it?
I take
Take a picture. Take a picture.
I need
Take a picture of
multiples of
Godzilla.
him in a group, so I can get a
Okay.
big score if I have
Take-
many
take-
guys.
take-
Is he riding a surfboard?
Okay, let me see them.
Is he riding a surfboard?
Of course. Okay.
Well, you can only pick one to show to me.
Yeah. Well, I picked the best one.
You were close.
Oh,
Oh snap!
of course I was close.
Oh!
Oh!
Snap! Nice
Well
work.
played.
Nice work.
Took me a while to
I
get
don't
there.
play this stupid game. Taking pictures of small monsters. I have much better things to do with monsters. I kill towns full of people with them. I take pictures of the bodies after. Where's my photo album?
This picture is not very good.
Yeah! You will be very good, you.
Anyway.
I'm the best.
Nice.
All right, let's pick like two. Let's do 3 questions.
All right.
Tree.
Tree.
Trace.
3 questions.
Trace.
And you can ask one question in multiple parts.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the first of the last 3 questions. Favorite game item. Item from a game. You can only pick one. We'll say you get to keep it forever.
Ocarina of Time.
You take the Ocarina of Time.
Just so I can play Lost Woods. So that's it. Only reason
You
why.
wouldn't use it for anything. You just want to play the songs on it.
The 0-point energy field manipulator, aka the gravity gun.
Okay.
The Uber charge from TF2.
I was gonna say, wait, I take mine back, and I'm gonna use the Medigun.
Medigun.
Medigun. I just
It's
want
not
to
bad.
Medigun.
I go with the hook shot from Zelda.
Ah,
I
really?
love that item so much.
Yeah, but you could only use it on certain surfaces.
I'd be okay.
Wait,
with
wait,
that.
wait,
I would just go back and forth between those.
Well, would you have the? Because in Twilight
Oh,
Princess
the
they give
dual
you the
wheel.
2.
Dual.
Yeah.
That's even better. Then I can like do it.
You'd be like Spider-Man. Just like,
Yeah. I would become human Spider-Man. I'd be like a Hyrulean version.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me
my.
in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's, I would say portal gun,
That's a
but
good one.
I would probably get stuck somehow between 2 portals and just die.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that I do.
Like, I feel like that could easily happen
Something
somehow.
you worry
Okay.
about.
So here you go.
Next.
Here you go. Next question. Have you guys ever heard of creepypasta?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Dave, you've never heard of that one, right?
No,
That's
I've never heard of it.
I feel like this question was tailor-made for Dave.
Who asked that question?
I'm not sure. But
I wanna
somebody
know.
asked that question.
Well, whoever you are, I have to ask you a question here. Have you perchance heard of Midnight Marinara, which is the podcast I run that has to do pretty much exclusively with creepypasta? Because that's what I do. I do like creepypasta. Not all creepypasta, but it's kind of part of my job description that I have to read a lot of creepypasta. And what I do essentially is I take creepypasta stories that I find on the internet, the good ones, sometimes the hilariously bad ones, and I adapt them into short audio dramas and put them online for people to listen to. They're usually fully cast and have a lot of sound mixing and sound design. So it's like listening to an old radio play you might have heard in like the 40s if there was less censorship, because sometimes they do swear, but it's for the sake of the story. So yeah, I run this podcast type test. So yes, it's safe to say I do like creepypasta.
But Dave,
Yeah.
who was phone?
I don't know.
Too spooky! Alright.
You're too spooky.
You're too spooky.
Well, I guess the same question can apply to these guys. Right? Is there any, do you
I'm a
know?
very avid reader of creepypasta. I like to not sleep at night, so sometimes I go into the depths of the internet.
That is really the depths of the internet.
Really.
It's septic tank.
Do you?
Well, it's not like I go on Slash B.
Do you have? Okay, actually, here's a bit. Do you have a favorite creepypasta
Oh.
that you've read?
There was this one
Actually,
called
Pasta, that too, but I don't know much.
There's this one called Abandoned by Disney.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was like
That's
one of the
a
ones
that's a
where-
slime beast one, I think. Slime beast.
Oh, I print that one.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like so this guy goes into like this old abandoned Disney Caribbean theme park type
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, it's like in Florida somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
allegedly. And he's like everything's like been looted and everything, and he finds a staircase and he goes downstairs and he sees there's like decayed costumes everywhere hanging by the racks. And there's this one costume that's actually on the floor. He turns around, he turns back around, the costume's up, and it's a Mickey Mouse costume that's like old and decayed and decrepit. And the Mickey Mouse costume's like, "Want to see my head? Come on."
Oh
And then-
gosh.
And then
Ew.
just he takes his head off, and it's his actual head because like pus comes out
Ew.
and blood,
Ew.
and all that good stuff.
Ew.
Read it.
Ew.
It's very pasta.
Ew.
Sponsored by
That's not
me.
cute.
Ew.
Disgusting.
Oh, I've seen so
Delicious.
I close my eyes and I see birds making that.
I ate soup right after that. It was amazing.
You actually ate soup after that?
Yes.
I'm surprised you could eat anything after that with how you get like creeped out with just the strangest little things.
Dave said.
All right. So what's the
Dave
last
said-
question?
Well,
Yeah, that was
Yes,
Dave's
so-
last question. Oh, he's alive still.
He's alive!
We're gonna run a creepy
I'll play the song of
Yeah.
healing.
Okay. So I'm gonna snipe this last question actually,
Sniping it.
because I want to ask you guys one more about working on musicals.
Okay.
And especially if you got to play any other character from one of our musicals that you didn't play, what character would you love to be?
Oh.
It has to be somebody that we've had in our musical. Which role would you like to have played?
I gotta think about that. Hard question.
Right?
Wow, why you gotta have the hard questions? You know, I thought Barbara Walters was gonna be tough.
I'm gonna say the medic for me.
You would have liked to be the
I
medic.
would like to be the medic.
That's an awesome song.
It really is.
And I didn't do the.
I find myself listening to that on repeat every once in a while, like 20 times. I'm like, "Why is this good?" And then I remember it's me. Oh, you guys, that's right. So good.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the exact question again?
If you could have cast yourself as any character from one of our musicals, but it can't be one that you already were.
Okay.
Who would it be?
The beard. Because the beard's and everything.
I would like to be the beard.
The
Wonderful
older person who
answer.
plays the beard.
That is a good answer.
Woo!
I'm totally blocking you here.
No,
AJ.
it's all good.
Right.
I'm basically just feeding you guys questions. So.
Of
Of course, Dave, you can't say the dude, can't you?
No, I can't see it.
No.
Well, that's what he means if he can't say that.
No. Hold on. Think of it like this. The beard is like Batman. The beard could be anyone. The beard it's more important that there's a title and a mantle. But anyway, I digress.
Anyway,
Marshmallows.
I would like to play Wario, actually. But I'm clearly more cut out for Waluigi being a thin, gangly guy. But it would still be fun to do.
That was going to be my second choice. Mario? Yeah.
Wario's a fun one.
Yeah.
You get to like make fart sounds and stuff. You can fart for real if you want. That's
And you get to walk
And
around like,
people
"Ah."
won't
yeah,
threaten
you
me.
got your butt in public.
People
like,
won't
it's
threaten me
great.
for farting.
There you go. So yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, yeah, that's awesome. So thanks you guys for jumping in and doing our live
It
chat.
was-
Thank
it
you.
was fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, and thank you guys, Encounters, for coming in live, listening to us for a bit and celebrating our birthday.
Mwah.
Yeah, we're
We
over
love
here,
you.
but-
Happy birthday, Random Encounter!
All right, you guys, we're gonna sign off now. We're gonna go outside and eat hot dogs. or
That
something.
sounds good to me.
Bye.
Bye.